Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Back to Blighty podcast. My name is Becky and I'm joining you from the south coast of the UK, and this is where I talk about all the yarny goodness and a little bit of sewing dropped in as well today, just sprinkled over the top. I hope you're having a really good month so far. I have literally rushed in from work. I should be having some lunch so that I can work for the rest of the afternoon at home. However, I have half an hour and I thought instead of eating I would come and talk to you because Vlogmas will be starting next week and I intend to partake. So it might feel a little bit rushed, but I haven't actually got that much to show you this time. Have got finished objects, as I said, got several works in progress, and just a couple of acquisitions and a little bit of news at the end that's a little bit sad, so I'm going to leave that till the very last bit and it won't take very long at all. So let's just get started, shall we? I am wearing my Saskie jumper by Saskie & Co, and I've been working on this for a good month, but it has literally flown off the needle, so I'm going to stand up and show you a little bit, and I will take my little microphone off, otherwise I'm going to be rustling all over the place. Right, I've got my mic back on. That probably looks terrible, but let's not judge. Here, what you see is what you get. So I made this using Jamieson & Smith Supreme Jumper Weight, which is a fingering weight yarn, and I made it in white and shoal knit, which are both natural yarns. They haven't been dyed at all. But I really love it. It's got some really lovely heathering to it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I love this cast off in the colour of the yoke. Absolutely love that. I can't remember what size I made. I think I might have made the second size, and it worked out absolutely perfectly. I was a little bit worried because there are no short rows at the back of the neck, and I was a little bit worried, and I was thinking, shall I put them in? And then I thought, no, just do what the pattern says, and then if it comes to it I can just undo the neck and put some in later on. But I really didn't need to. It's got a really nice neckline and it fits really nicely and sits nicely, so we shall see. The proof is in the wearing. I always think after wearing it a few times you kind of figure out what's working and maybe what's not working quite so well, so we shall see. But at the moment I am very, very happy with with how it's panned out, and now my eye's starting to twitch. It's kind of a leftover thing from the bells that sometimes my eye goes a bit funny. Anyway, pay no attention to me. If I'm winking at you, just ignore me. Okay, so that's my first finished object, and as I said, I am so happy with it. I would definitely make this designer's patterns again. They're gorgeous. She's just brought out a bunny book actually, but I think, although I love rabbits, I think sometimes you can have too many rabbits. Let's just put it that way. But she's got some really beautiful designs, very kind of landscape inspired. So do go and check out her patterns, and the yarn is just gorgeous, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how well it wears. I know it's going to wear really well. It's obviously Shetland yarn, which is really good and robust, and lasts a long time, and also I really like working fingering weight yarns, although I have cast something on that's not fingering weight, but we'll let's ignore that. But I think that is my favourite, and I like the way the jumper feels really light, but it's still really, really warm. So I think that's my preference. But so happy with it. I really love it. I love the bunnies and the moons. It's just great. Anyway, I could go on for another half an hour. We really haven't got time, so I'm going to move on. Okay, my next finished object are my Wigget Socks. So this is a pattern by Nancy Wheeler, from the Knit Sip Happy podcast. She's also a sock designer and a wine connoisseur. And this is her pattern. This is made out of Elderwood Craft Wigget sock yarn. And this is absolutely beautiful. So there we go. I hope there's not too much of a shadow from the camera. But really lovely. So you've got this texture at the back, these garter ridges, and then just kind of straight stockinette panel at the front. That's the word I'm looking for. So if I put it on my hand, you'll be able to see a little bit better. I really like the kind of basket weave effect at the back, and then on the front you've got those slip stitches and that panel. Just gorgeous. So really happy with them, really happy to have finished them as well so I can start wearing them. Yeah, just Nancy is such a great designer. Her patterns, she just makes it so easy. Everything is so meticulously gone through and explained, and it kind of makes sense in my head. So yeah, I'm really loving them. Lovely combination of socks and yarn. So yeah, very happy with those. And then my final finished object, I'm going to pop on the sock blockers, because I think last time I was a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered to go and get any sock blockers, but now I've got a set here, I might as well use them. This is a pair of socks that I think I had done one of them last time, but I'm in love with them. How gorgeous are they? So these are from the Doodle Knit directory. So I used some of the charts from there and made a pair of socks, and I'm really happy with them. So this yarn is John Arbon Exmoor Sock yarn. That's a tongue twister. The greeny colour is called Dimity. The orange is called Quick Beam, and which I think is another name for rowan berries, I might be mistaken, but I think so. And the grey is called Mizzle. But I absolutely love them. They are just gorgeous. So I chose some squirrels and some pumpkins and some leaves. We call squirrels squidgers in our house. So if we see one in the garden, we go, look, it's a squidger. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know whether it's just a family thing or whether other people call them squidgers. Let me know. But we don't get red squirrels, unfortunately, not in our part of the UK. But I've got them on my socks, so that's okay. So I'm really looking forward to wearing these. Yeah, beautiful. Shall I show you my floats? Because that's what we do, isn't it, on podcasts? I don't know why, because no one else would ever see the floats. But yeah, there you go. There's the floats. These are done. Are they a 72 count initially? And then when I got here, I then went down to my usual 64 and just knit down. So I just decreased. Because when you're doing colour work, you do need, it doesn't stretch so much. So you have to kind of have that leg room. But I am really, really happy with them. And even though we're going into winter, or are we in winter now? I think we are, aren't we? I can still wear autumn socks. I can wear them all year long. So yeah, pair of socks as well. So that's 3 finished objects. That's not bad, is it? Not too bad in a month. But I have got one whip that you've seen before, so I'll show you that first, and 3 new cast-ons. Yeah, so let's go with this one, again in an Eldermod craft bag. This is my Cheery jumper by Kate Davies. And I have made some significant progress again. I think the last time I spoke to you, I was just on the steeks for the armholes. I've gone way past that now. So this is where we are. So yeah, so here's the armhole steeks. So I have done quite a good chunk. I'm going to go that way because I've now got my little microphone. I've got a lead. I should have got a wireless one. Maybe I'll invest in that. Yeah. But it's looking really good. So now I am at the point where I need to start shaping the neck. So I'm literally up to about here. So I'm going to do that, and then we might be steeking in Vlogmas. So keep an eye on that. But I absolutely love it, and it smells. Oh, this yarn smells so amazing. These stripes up here, if you haven't been here before, they're steeks because it will be a cardigan eventually. Yeah. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying that. I am using Woolly Knit in Malhassan. I never know how that's said. And I am using, oh, that's a bit of a pathetic little nub in there. So I'll show you this. And I'm using Wee County Yarns in Hawthorn. And that is pretty much the right colour. It's got some beautiful colours in it. It's lovely. So that's what I'm using there. So yeah, zipping away on that. and loving it. I've just got to concentrate now on the decreases around the collar, so it's kind of been put on hold for about a week or so, but I will be getting on with that again very, very soon. Okay, let's look at some new cast on, shall we? Another Eldenwood craft project bag. I'm not sponsored. I just love him as bags because look, another bunny. Last time I showed you some yarn that I bought to make my lovely best friend Sally a hat because she'd shrunk her last one. Well, I don't think she shrank it. I think Sean shrank it, put it in the washing machine. So she asked me to make her another one and she wanted some sort of pastel colours. So I have made significant progress and I would have finished this. However, I've run out of floof. So I am using Chimera. And this is River Knits. It's a BFL and this is the yarn here. So I'm using this, and I'm also using a kind of medley of pastels held together with an Isaiah floof. I'm literally about 6 rows off and I ran out of floof, and I know why that's happened is because she wanted a folded back brim, so I did the brim a lot longer, hence ran out, which is really annoying. So I've literally, that's as much floof as I've got left. So I'm holding the floof with it in just the 0 colourway. It's just like a natural creamy colour. And I am making the Sprocket Hat, which is a pattern by Megan Nodecker. And this is as far as I've got with it. So it's kind of got this sprocket detail. And then I've done it so that the rim will fold up like this. But yeah, folded it up a bit too far there. There you go. So that's kind of what it's going to look like. I hope you like it, Sally. Got loads of ends to weave in. And then I've also got a Toft pom-pom to go on the top. So just zipping away on that. Pattern's fine. It's very simple. But I just want to get it done so that I can now send it. Well, then I can send it off to Sally, and she can keep her ears warm because we've been needing a hat recently. It's getting to that time of year where it's very cold when you go out, and my friend Sally does like to walk and go along the beach and things like that, so she needs to keep her ears warm, needs to keep those lug holes nice and toasty. So working on that. So that will be done and gone by the time of the next podcast, so you probably won't see that again. I'll probably just do like a picture of that. And then I cast on my Christmas socks because I thought it's time, isn't it? It is time. These are living in my Crafty Clegs bag. Again, not sponsored. So these are made by the lovely Jeanette, who also has a podcast, which I will link down below. I will link all these people down below that I talk about. And I will also link my Ravelry page and my Instagram and stuff like that if you want to find out more. So I am making, along with many people across the world, I am making some socks using this really awful cake. I need a new ball winder. I think mine's giving up the ghost. This is West Yorkshire Spinners mulled wine. It is a bit darker than that in real life, but you can see the sparkle. Just gorgeous. But yeah, you can see my awful messy cake. And I am making the textured socks by Dana Ray Makes, and it's got 3 patterns within the paid for pattern, so it's a sock set if you like. And I am making the Garden Plots socks, which I have made before, but I really like the texture. Let's put it on my hand so you can stretch it out a little bit and you can see it a bit better. Trouble is circular needles and everything. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a really nice texture to it. But isn't it lovely and sparkly? And I think I am going to do some heels and toes and cuffs in one of my acquisitions. So I'll show you that now. So I got the Season Spell, which is a yarn club by Beehive Yarns. This is the October one. I hope you've got it. I should have given you a warning, but I'm thinking that the dark one will be lovely as heels and toes. So I think I'm going to use that. But yeah, gorgeous. This is Barbarella Silver Sparkle, and I've got 250-gram skeins. Yeah, love them. I actually did I signed up for this because I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to try some new colours in my colour palette. The last 2 months have been brown. So, I mean, it suited me perfectly, but yeah, I was expecting to find something else. We shall see what happens next month. I hope it carries on. I think it carries on till the end of the year. But yeah, just gorgeous. So yeah, Christmas sock. I only started that last night. It's a really, really easy pattern. I think it's a 5-row repeat. So yeah, so that's like take your knitting in the car and take it to work kind of knitting, because you can just zip along. It's really easily and mindless. So that's that project. And then my final whip, actually it's not my final whip, I have still got my Noxigans cowl to do, which I haven't shown for a while, but I haven't made any progress on it, and I really want to, because actually this is the time of year where I should be wearing that. But we'll just pretend that didn't happen, pretend we haven't mentioned that one. So living in my big hide and hammer bag, I am making the Traveller's Cardigan, which is a pattern by Hayley Smedley, who's also known as, is it Ozette? I think it is. And I bought, a couple of months ago, I bought some Drops Air because I wanted to make a cardigan, and I'd already made one in what I thought was Drops Air. It wasn't, it was Drop Sky. So I bought completely the wrong thing. And I thought, well, I'm not really sure about it. I don't think it's going to last me long. I don't think it's got that durability that the Sky had, because it is an alpaca wool polyamide mix. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What is it? Where are we? 65% alpaca, 28% polyamide and 7% wool. And that's what it looks like. I mean, it's a gorgeous colour. It's such a pretty colour. And I had a ranunculus in this sort of pink, and I wore that to death till it fell apart. So yeah, so I thought I'd make the Traveller's Cardigan, which is a lovely basic, yeah, it's like a, I don't know, it looks like a cosy cardigan. I shall pop a picture in here, and it's got lovely balloon sleeves, and I really like the band detail. So anyway, I started this, and I've literally just start at the back. You do the German short rows, and then you work down to under the arm, and then you pick up again. And I've started from the back. So yeah, so I think it's going to look really lovely when it's done. I hope I'm knocking the microphone. I hope I'm not knocking the microphone. I can't get my words out. It's because I know that I've got to get back to work, so I'm kind of rushing through. So please forgive me for my all my little mistakes. But yeah, it's making a really lovely fabric. It's really light. It's really lovely, and it's the sort of thing that I don't think I would wear under a coat, because I think it will pill like mad. But we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, that was like couple of hours worth of knitting. It's going to be so quick to make that if it doesn't last, I haven't wasted, like, you know, it's not like this or my Cheery cardigan where I have spent weeks on something. So, you know, it is what it is. We shall see. Again, I will report back on the durability, and yeah, I just got that from a warehouse. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but also I'd like to try things that are a little bit kind of a bit more affordable as well. You know, I mean, I think it's lovely to have some really lush hand-dyed yarn, but I prefer more rustic yarns in general, so generally they seem to be more affordable. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will report back. I really am like rambling on now. So the last thing I've got to show you, sort of work in progress wise, is my Hexie quilt. So I've started an English paper piecing project, and I've done quite a bit, so I just thought I'd show you on here. So yeah, I've done this much. Quite a bit. I've actually still got quite a few papers in the back there that need to come out. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, loving it. It's just so nice, really lovely. It's kind of very spring, isn't it? Sort of like autumn, spring. So yeah, I haven't really got much else to say about that. I did try straightening up 2 edges. So look, you can see that one's nice and straight. And then I tried to straighten up another one. I think it was this one, and then added a flower on the end. So I've had to like build it up again. So I'm trying to join these up. So I've got 2 straight edges to work across then. But this fabric is Liberty. It was in a jelly roll that I bought a little while ago. So yeah, loving that. Okay. So the only other thing is another acquisition. So obviously I've got my season spell, and I also bought these gorgeous little tags, and they're kind of suedette to put on my hand knits. So and I think I'm going to put the pinky colour one on Sally's hat, and I might put the light brown one on the bottom of this jumper. But how lovely are these? Let me take, hold on. Plastic bags. So let me take them out so I can actually show you properly. You haven't got the glare of the window shining against the plastic. Okay. So this is the one I think I'm going to put on Sally's hat. How cute are they? So they literally fold up like this, and then you stitch them on. And I think I might put this one on the jumper I'm wearing at the moment. And then I've got a little brown one as well. Oh, and an orangey colour one. There we go. Aren't they lovely? So cute. Anything with bunnies on is just the best. I think they're from Crafty Cows from Etsy. Anyway, they're literally a couple of pounds. Yeah, and they're really, really lovely quality, but not too thick, so they'll bend around nicely. I'll pop a link to the shop below. But please don't buy all the bunny ones because I want some more. Okay, so I think that is all of my current projects I've got to show you. What's been happening? Let's start with the sad news first. So for those of you that have seen my Instagram, you all have already seen this news, but unfortunately Lenny passed away. He became poorly. He'd got a bit poorly before the last podcast, and we thought it was arthritis, but actually things went downhill, and unfortunately we had to make the decision again to let him go. And it was really nice actually, because our vet was so lovely, and I sort of said, you know, oh, please don't think I'm, you know, I feel like I'm being a bit harsh. And he said, no, I wouldn't call you harsh. He said, I would call you a responsible pet owner, which was a really nice thing to say. And for those of you that haven't followed this podcast for a while, we had a rabbit before that we also had to let go because he got poorly. And unfortunately, that's the way with rabbits. You know, rabbits are used for animal testing. They're very sensitive to lots of different things, hence why they're not very robust. And although a rabbit can live for 12 years indoors as a house rabbit, sometimes they don't live that long. We lost Harvey at 18 months, and Lenny, we think, was about 5 when he went too. So we have just got Myrtle at the moment. I'm not sure if we're going to get her a friend. We haven't quite decided yet. We're kind of just, getting over a bit of heartache. But I would never say never. But I know the bonding process can be quite difficult. She seems really happy. She seems absolutely fine. And I think because Lenny was ill for a couple of days before we took him to the vet, well, we took him to the vet, but a couple of days before he had to be put to sleep, he wasn't really moving around very much, and I think she knew that something wasn't quite right. So, but she has been absolutely fine. She's loving life. She's getting all the snacks, she's getting all the toys. Actually bought her a couple of little decorations for her area for Christmas today. So yeah, so she's doing absolutely fine. She's a little bit younger, we think she's 4. But yeah, so just wanted to let you know that happened, and thank you so much for all your lovely comments. And it was very kind, and someone did say actually that, oh, I must be getting used to it. I don't think you ever get used to it, but I think when you have a rabbit, you have to be mindful that could definitely happen. You know, yeah, just one of those things. Anyway, I'm going to move on because otherwise I'm going to get a little bit teary. What else happened? Oh, we had the best day last week, the best evening, should I say. The day wasn't so great because I was working, but we had the best evening. So it was Leon and my anniversary. We've been together 33 years, I think. And we had free tickets to go to the Dome, which is a big theatre in Brighton. It's a beautiful place. It used to be the Royal Stables as part of the Royal Pavilion, and it's now a big theatre. And Jack was playing, and so we got free tickets, and we sat in this audience of about 500-600 people and listened to my boy, and it was brilliant. And I welled up, and he performed absolutely beautifully, and it was a wonderful evening. And then we got invited to the after party, and I went to see his dressing room and stuff like that, and it was just fabulous. And yes, I'm so proud of him, just doing what he loves and really enjoying himself. And yeah, it's great to see, and he's so talented. He's such a talented performer. So we had a very proud moment, and yeah, so that was really good too. Right, I'm going to leave it there for now because I really have got to get on with some work. I don't feel like it now. I feel like just sitting here talking to you or doing some knitting, but I do have work to do. I will hopefully see you next week if you'll join me for Vlogmas. I think I'm probably going to do every couple of days like I normally do, and you know, I'll be working, but I'll take you along with me for all my crafty business and for some Christmas festive cheer as well. So I hope you'll be joining me for that. Thank you for all your comments as always, and likes and subscribing and all that stuff that you do. It just blows me away every time. And should we have an emoji? I really like it when I just see an emoji. What should we have for staying to the end? Let's have oh, I don't know, because people put bunnies all the time, so let's not have a bunny. Let's put a pumpkin because of my pumpkin socks. I would say a squirrel, but I'm not sure if there is a squirrel. So a squirrel or a squidger or a pumpkin, if you stay to the end. Anyway, right, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.